Welcome back to our Spotlight series where we get to meet the incredible people behind the Nepal-US AI Hackathon and what drives them to support the community. That said, super excited. We have one of our mentors, Sagun Maharjan, a software engineer or a software developer at Harvard Chan School of Public Health, joining us today. So, Sagun, thank you so much for doing this.
Awesome. Very excited as well. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah,
Perfect. So, let's dive right into it and you start all the way in the beginning, eh?
yeah, that sounds good.
Can you share a little bit about your journey? For example, कहाँबाट चाहिँ सुरु भएको थियो? अनि how did you end up where you are today?
Yeah, awesome. It goes quite back. From little, I was quite interested in technology and had been very interested in things, developing things. I completed my degree from University of Louisiana in computer science, and I just started working on this field. Um, Constantly something I kept on doing was I kept on working on my side projects along the way. I mean, uh, whenever I got chance, I made something cool for myself at least. I mean, that journey kept on going for me for a while, like at least for 5 to 6 years. I mean, that's when I wanted to stays quite close to my family, and that's when I got an opportunity to do some research at Harvard. And that's when I came to Boston. And at Harvard, I got a lot of research opportunities to work with quite
Mhm.
the best people in the field, actually. Uh, I never stopped actually doing my side projects. I think that's where I am currently. I have the industry working experience, I have the academia experience, I have the research experience. Currently I'm working on a lot of my side projects at the moment, and it's going great for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
अनि I bet that you're definitely working with smart people at Harvard, no doubt. You know? Uh,
Yes, that's
so
yeah.
side project को चाहिँ अलिकति कुरा गरौँ न, like what kind of side projects, like just if you want to talk a little bit more about that so that viewers पनि के होला भनेर interested होला भनेर.
Yeah, of course. There are a couple of many random side projects that I'm currently working on. The few of the projects that I want to name would be one of the top projects that I've been spending a lot of time is Chiaxa. So basically, we have created a platform where creators can be supported from Nepal or internationally, one time or recurring from anywhere in the world. It's like one of the first platform for Nepal where actually creators can make money from home. It's relevant for all the people globally as well, but it's more relevant for people in Nepal because they don't have access to the global economy. And that's the problem we are trying to bridge. The domain is chyachar.com. That project is going pretty good, and we have a lot of plan of moving ahead,
So
adding new features. Yeah, uh,
go ahead, sorry.
there are a lot of other projects like Corbo, which is a type of project where they're trying to bridge the gap between like the international consumers and the the products in like Nepal. So basically, people from all over the world can order anything for the people living in Nepal. And let me see the other projects.
When I put you right on the spot, different projects भनेकोले. तर while you're looking at that, I think your key question say it'd be really cool is because you've done so many projects, तर त्यो projects build गर्नलाई त्यो systems framework it's pretty much going to be always similar, right? जस्तै यताबाट start गर्यो एन्डमा यसरी अनि ह्याकाथनमा मान्छेहरूले project गर्ने बेलामा पनि it's going to be the same where they start from point zero and then try to go to 0 to 1, right? So त्यो
Yeah.
framework चाहिँ कस्तो देख्छ like so that people who've never done this can also at least learn from this.
Wow, you have asked a very good question of going from 0 to 1. People think of just going from like 1 to 100, but the most difficult part is like going from like 0 to 1. A lot of people have like a lot of questions how to get started on. Am I in the right path? All those things like that. My suggestions to anyone who is developing anything new would be just try to see a big picture. And since there is some kind of time constraint, getting things done would be my first priority. That's how I would think if I'd be doing a project in a tight time constraint. Rather than doing it perfectly and thinking about large scale of users, just getting things done would be something that I would uh, keep in mind.
So when we see there's like the big picture you have, then there's like doing the coding and you're working on it. So you Bitsokuma say like what does that look like? Like in the past hackathons that you've been or your project or build gani bala say. Or
Exactly. It's not. Oh, awesome. So, my I there are two things I've seen. I've seen like other people's how they have worked. I've seen like how I have worked in my past hackathons. What I've seen is some teams that have done well. They have really good coordination, and they don't get rabbit holed in like a single problem, and you just keep on spending tons of times and resource in a single rabbit hole problem for like I don't know, like half of the time of the hackathon. That's not something uh, a winning team would do. That's something that I have seen in the past, and the way I have taken the hackathon myself is it's just a chill place for innovation and don't take too much pressure, I'd say. I've always enjoyed hackathon, meeting new people.
Mhm.
It's a great opportunity to learn things, try out new things, and just go for it. Keep moving forward, I'd say. Yeah.
So Tuesday, I think like that's such a good advice for all the participants. But let's flip the script, right? So what made you say yes to being one of the mentors for the Nepal-US AI Hackathon?
Oh, awesome. That's one of the questions that I'd be very happy to answer. And it's been a while for me in the industry now. It's been like over 7, 8 years I've been working in industry. And what I've experienced in the past is when I look up to someone, it's really hard to find the person that I would. It was kind of hard for me to find those mentors for me myself to exactly get a single path where I wanted to be. And maybe it's pretty nice to give back. Just the Laksa I say. It's a pretty nice time to give back. I
Right,
feel.
that's
Yeah.
super cool. From the participants, right? So, are you excited to see any special kind of projects this day? Like, what are you excited to see the most from the teams and individuals that's participating in this hackathon?
Uh, I'm like very excited to see the creativity of the participants. The way I think is completely different than the way you think. The products or the innovations or the anything that they build, the solutions they come up with. I'm very excited to see every single one of them. What type of problem they'll be tackling. And as you have said, we don't have quite a theme, so it's quite wide. And I'm very excited to see like what is going to come up after this hackathon.
I who knows? It could be it could be
Yeah, it's very
another
exciting.
unicorn. Like that would be crazy. Uh,
Yeah, you
um,
never know.
But I think one thing चाहिँ I tell all the mentors for all the viewers सुन्दा सुन्दा पनि कान पाकिसक्यो होला but then anyways यो hackathon चाहिँ there's like even a seventh grader participating so एकदम young मा पनि and that's amazing and ooh, there's gonna be so many first-time hackers, right? So at this point, you've been in the industry for 7+ years. Hackathons are attend गरिसक्यो. You've done like multiple side projects. So उनीहरूको लागि चाहिँ even though you've given advice अघि नै हामी कुरा गर्ने बेलामा नै like any like हुन्छ नि a couple pieces of advice that you may have for them.
Uh, yeah, like again, I would like to I think repeat some of those same things. I think, and the first thing there is always a first time for everyone. I mean, even I went in my hackathon. There was a first hackathon for me, and of course, like. I'd say like just focus on the big picture. try to deliver. That would be the first priority that I would think. But uh, like don't take too much pressure. The goal is to not just like deliver a product or build a product, but the goal of the whole hackathon is to even like meet new people and even like learn new things. And there are a lot of things that you can get out of this hackathon, and just be yeah, just very excited to see everyone.
So, your last question, say, because you said, there was a first time for you as well to attend the hackathon. Tio, first time, say, how was it? Like, what was the story like? How did you find the first hackathon? What made you go, you know what, I'm gonna attend this? And how did that story just kind of pan out?
Oh, awesome. That's a great question. So basically, University of Texas at Dallas, that's the first hackathon that I went on. Basically, it was like 7 hours of drive from my college. It was a pretty long drive. It was like a movies for me, basically, like bunch of guys coding for all night and coming up with the product the very next day. And that's something that I've just seen in the movies. And doing something that in real life just made me feel very excited. Uh, whatever you guys are doing, yeah, that is very motivating for me. That kept me going. I went for one hackathon. Just saw how things were to that. Oh my God, everything was pretty awesome.
It
I
must have
just
been
kept
good.
on going again and again. It was like everything you'd imagine. Like there was a lot of freedom, free food, everything. The hackers could like just form teams. Uh, you know, the environment was very like collaborative, and you could see like the whole vibe,
Hmm.
and you could see like people were really building things.
अनि त्यो ह्याकाथनमा चाहिँ फर्स्ट ह्याकाथनमा चाहिँ like what were like the biggest things you took out of it personally?
Oh, personally, yeah, same thing. Yeah, we did spend a lot of time getting rabbit holed in a problem that we did not have to. And consult to your mentors, take help from your mentors as much as possible at any time, I'd say. Yeah, and basically have fun. Don't take too much pressure. Have fun. That's one of the key takeaways.
That is amazing. Well, I think that was a lot of information for the participants to actually work out of. That said, Sagun, thank you so much for doing this as always. I know we're super blessed to have mentors like you and everyone who's in the team. But participants, like you say, if you're watching this, I hope these spotlight series inspire you a little bit more and you're ready for the hackathon. So that's it. More spotlight series coming soon.